I was always under the impression that like Hotwire and Trivago were two completely separate entities.
So Trivago's a meta search. So when you go to Trivago and you want to find a hotel that has the cheapest rate, that's what Trivago can help you do. And then Hotwire is our opaque site. So a lot of hotels in different markets, we call it distressed inventory. It's inventory, let's say they had a big group booked and half of it canceled, and they've got to figure out a way to get ahead in bed. They can go through Hotwire, it's opaque, and maybe play with the rates a bit, because you don't know when you go to book on Hotwire exactly which hotel you're getting. And I think someone else?
So I work for Hilton, and we run into an issue where we'll have guests book through Expedia or any of the sites that fall under that brand, or even the other your competitors. How do you accommodate for the fact that those rooms aren't guaranteed with the hotel in some cases? Because we find that, like, I mean, I have and a few of my other students that work for Hilton Properties, those people who book may not, get the room that they were guaranteed, or they may not, the rate never seems to be a problem, but it's usually the type of room and the fact if we even have a room, because a lot of the times it gets oversold.
So, okay, let me take a step back. You work at the front desk?
Yes.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
Are you talking about a Hilton property here in Memphis?
It's in Murfreesboro,
Murfreesboro.
right south of Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of the group, that's more of a technical question. Can I answer that offline so I can keep rolling, or do y'all want to hear the answer?
I just wasn't sure if that, because I know
can
that
help
there
you
are
with that.
properties in Memphis that I have other students that work there. And we all seem to
Yep.
run into the same problem with third-party bookings, so I didn't know if there was something like,
That they show up and your hotel's oversold and you don't have a room for them?
or their room type changes, say they booked for, a single bedroom, but it's got 2 beds. They're, like, the room type isn't always guaranteed, and that's how our training shows us on third parties.
Do you call Expedia? So here's
We
what,
usually just walk them.
well, the best thing to do is when you have any kind of situation, if you work at the front desk with an online like with Expedia group bookings, I can't speak for booking.
For sure.
That's completely separate, is to call Hotel Help with Expedia.
Okay.
That's really, they're your first line of defense to help you, and to help resolve the issue that's going on when they check in. And especially if you're at the front desk, I remember working the front desk because I did many years. And so I would just call Hotel Help.
For sure.
And,
I just wasn't sure, especially since you have your hand in the Memphis market too, if that's something that comes across your.
it does, and I can talk to you separately offline, but just on a broader range, you want to call Hotel Help,
Okay.
and the consumer needs to talk to them, and they need to sort it out, and then the hotel will be brought in.
Okay.
Sometimes if the hotel does things and doesn't inform us of what's going on,
It just kind of.
it can cause some challenges on the
For
back
sure.
end, of which I won't go into.
No, but I
Um,
wasn't sure if that was something that comes across your kind of area. Especially.
Absolutely, I go into hotels and front desk and I can help train,
Okay.
for Expedia Group. I'm not in Murfreesboro, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but
I'm
in
only there
Memphis,
part-time.
absolutely, I'll go in and I offer to the front desk manager, do you want me to teach or ask questions, have them at your front desk staff meetings?
Okay.
Because this kind of stuff really helps.
I just wasn't sure because we always had an issue when.
What did your front desk manager say to do?
Well, so when somebody books through a third party, it
Uh-huh.
just puts their name and then it puts an address in like Thailand or something else. So you just pretty much have to remake the whole reservation is the way it translates into the systems.
You
Kinda
want to call
interesting.
Expedia Group.
Okay.
You want to call Hotel Help.
And
Um,
see what their approach. I just wasn't sure if that was something you dealt with or not.
Yeah, no, I do. I deal with any kind of questions I can, but my first thing I would do.
Hotel help.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then who is your market manager with Expedia Group? I would have your front desk manager
Sure.
bring in your Expedia Group market manager.
And have okay.
Because that's what I do. I'll go in and I'll answer these kind of questions and help set everyone up for success.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's always kind of a
And we don't want that. That's the
No.
thing. We want everyone to work very cohesively. So great question. Any other questions? So I'm going to jump in a little bit about the technology and travel space. Technology is just booming. It's becoming bigger and bigger in the way that we do business and the way it's integrated in our lifestyle. So as you can see, it took 40 years for electricity to have a 25% adoption rate in household. It took 5 years for social media. So online travel has become travel. Through statistics, we are seeing that at any given point, a consumer will go on and either research if they're not booking, they will do something online that is related to travel and travel for their needs. Now, as far as bookings, as you can see, China's at about 50% for gross bookings for travel online. The travel industry, we're not quite at 100% of gross bookings. However, it is really vastly growing, and emerging markets are definitely right there behind, catching up. Oops, sorry. So what's causing this fast rate of speed with technology? It's the innovation, and it's moving quickly, and massive amounts of money is coming in. So there was 1,500 startups from 2017 to 2015. And if we look at 2016, that's just the travel space, the startups. If we look at 2016 to 2005, it was about 145 startups in the travel space. And in 2017, there was 245 startups in the travel space. Just in that 1 year alone, that's how fast it's moving. Expedia Group is leading the charge in the innovation space. As you can see here, we had over 22,000 improvements to our platform in 2017. So that means every 24 minutes, there's an update to our platform. So we're leading the edge, and we're leading the way for innovation and technology in the travel space. And we want to continue to do that. But how do we do that? We have to get connected and listen to our partners. And our partners came to us and said, hey, listen, we really need help in improving hotel operations, in building our brand equity, cutting down operating costs, and technology improvements. So with Expedia Group being a distribution model, we said, okay, we're listening. What all can we do? We listened. We heard you need help with data, technology, marketing. So let's get moving and let's provide that innovation to you guys. So we came up with a tool. It's called a revenue management tool. It's free to all of our partners, and it helps our partners maximize revenue for the hotel. They can go in and take a look at market forecast. They can also take a look at what their competitive set is doing rate-wise. They can look to see 7 days out, 365 days out, or even just today. So as I mentioned earlier about a lot of the products that we sell on Expedia Group, we call a consumer a package consumer. They are the ones that will go in and buy multiple products at once. So they'll buy a hotel, a flight, they could even buy a cruise, and all at once. We call that a package. They're packaging it all together. So our partner said, hey, listen, folks that come to our site, we don't have the opportunity to make it a one-stop shop. How can you help us do it? I said, perfect. We can put a white label on your website, almost like a booking widget in sense. So example is Marriott Vacations came to us. And now on their site, you can book a Marriott Vacations plus a flight plus a rental car. So a consumer can package it all up together. A lot of the brands are telling us we need help driving loyalty improvement. I mean, Hilton, all of the brands, and we work with all of the brands at Expedia Group. This is still a test and learn. And with the research, we found that over 94% of our consumers are not members in other brand loyalty programs. So in one of the test and learns that we did with a brand, we were then sending them our consumers to sign up for their loyalty program, and they saw a 4 times increase in that. So Alice, hotel operations. As I mentioned earlier, they're needing help with hotel operations. Now, we are providing a tool for hotels where a guest, if they need something from housekeeping, front desk, I don't know, the restaurant, it's one area where it can all talk together and make sure the guest is served quickly and appropriately. Now, last but not least, Expedia Group meeting room or meeting solution software. They're saying, hey, we need help, increase our sales, and just, we're spending too much time trying to get them booked. Can you help with the process? And so we delivered to our partners the Expedia Group Meeting Solutions software. So looking into the future, we are definitely going to continue to listen to our partners. We've always had the test and learn mindset, and we will continue to do that and follow suit. We're a distribution model, so we want to make sure we're still providing all kinds of innovations to our partners to go beyond that distribution model. So, does anybody have any questions about who Expedia Group is? Or, I mean, you could ask me anything. How could you get a job with Expedia? Whatever. The floor is all y'all's. Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm.
Do you get to work from home, or is there like a home office or some sort of office?
So we do have offices in some markets, but in the Memphis market, I do work from home. Absolutely. But I report to an Atlanta office, but my boss is based in DC, so